He has nothing.
Okay, look, okay, so we had Ido and Jakey go in a contest.
This is
who
Twan and
knew
DSS.
the most of NorCal, and Tom lost.
Okay, but that's impressive because Ido doesn't even live here.
He knew less than Ido, damn it.
Ido doesn't even live here.
It was
anyway.
terrible. All right, but here we go. We have Twan going against DSS. Twan busting out the Bayonetta against DSS's Meta.
Already finding himself that first grab. Looking to try to play a very patient neutral. Both players actually recognizing what's at stake if they lose the first hit. And there we go. Twan finds the first up throw. Doesn't find anything afterwards though. Never mind though. Gets a solid 44%.
No, so this is actually what Twan does. He tries to go for those single hit up Bs, trying to mess up the people's DI to where they can't even DI it at all, and trying to convert off of those. But DSS able to go ahead and get out of that situation, getting a nice tornado, putting on a lot more percent, waiting out the witch time, and the shuttle loop gonna come in, taking away the stock.
Very cleanly done by DSS. He's clearly had a lot of time to think about this since the AFK event. Jumping just straight over those bullets too. Just sending a signal to Twan that, like, I know I have the stock lead, but I'm not even going to let you get 3% on me either. Like, you have to go in, you have to make some commitments. That might be scary, but you have to do something. Twan, though, does find that afterburner kick. Nothing afterwards, though. It's so hard to combo on that.
Ooh, DSS whiffing that grab. Unfortunate stuff right there. There could have been some big percent, but he does find himself in the lead by a whole stock dash attack into the tornado, 21%.
Finding the jab, not actually catching the get-up, though. Twan getting by it, remembering what happened at the previous get-up. Meanwhile, DSS finding that grab, looking for another ladder. A bat within coming in really clutch for Twan.
Twan, I think it was a down throw if I'm not mistaken, or actually up throw. No, and DSS playing this perfectly, allowing Twan to go ahead and come at him and punishing really the small frames of opening that Bayonetta does give you.
Yes. He recognizes that he has only the world to lose, especially with the fact that he does have this strong lead. Every single time that Twan goes for a down tilt, he finds these openings, or goes for a dash attack, goes for a dash grab.
No, and off of that down throw, he ended up allowing Twan to hit that air dodge, hit him with that forward smash.
Yeah. He's recognizing the fact that one of the things that Twan likes to abuse with Bayonetta is that fantastic bats within or the witch time. So he's just making sure to always give his extra air to breathe for Twan so that he then suffocates.
And Twan, going for the down throw, trying to get the DI mix up. He does, but unable to go ahead and follow up off of it. Another down tilt, double up air. The second one gonna go ahead and land, but not gonna take away that stock.
Yeah, really gross frame trap there.
Twan, I like the witch twist, but still unable to go ahead and get this stock. DSS sitting at 159, even after that little hit of the witch twist.
Meanwhile, yeah, Twan sitting at that death percent, considering how much percent DSS has. Twan showing a little bit of restraint. You know, one thing that I'm finding interesting, okay, there we go. I was wondering where the back airs were. And then here they are, though. Twan is putting his back to DSS and really relying on them. That's a little bit dangerous, though, because if DSS sniffs it out a little bit too hard, throws out an up smash, he could kill him for it. But
I mean, not even an up smash. He can actually just come in with that shuttle loop.
Yeah.
Since shuttle loop does come in very deep, it can swoop him up underneath. And as I say shuttle loop, he's going to catch him with that ladder. Taking away game one, DSS moving on.
So I wonder whether Twan is going to keep the faith, keep up with the Bayo. That looks very, very convincing from DSS, though. It looks like he had a lot to think about what went wrong the previous time they met.
Look at this, Twan keeping with the Bayonetta, understanding like, yo, I got to win at AFK not too long ago. This was just this past Thursday. Yeah, I can go ahead and try to take this away.
Starting again at the opposite side of the screen like we saw in the previous game. Just tossing out these bullets. DSS showing the same composure as he had, as if he has a lead, even though he doesn't. Recognizes how much he has to lose by going in too fast, by giving in to his, temptation, irritation against Bayonetta. Bad things happen to a lot of people.
And a quick 40 coming out for Twan, getting a lot of these afterburners and the witch twist. And DSS just retreating to this platform, trying to find any little opening that he can. And the best thing that DSS can do, and I'm loving the fact that he's doing it, just resetting this neutral, trying to really bait Twan into pushing an option. And luckily Twan saving his jump to be able to recover.
Oh, there we go, though. Twan finding a down tilt into double afterburner kicks. Nothing further off of it, though. But he now does have that comfort of about 40% of a lead. Retreating that smash roll platform, recognizing the tornado, tries to go in to put himself in a position to punish. Doesn't get it, though. DSS doesn't find his own punish either.
Now we're going to get the full punish off of that tornado. 43% on Twan right now, but he finds himself on the platform. DSS able to go ahead and escape. Ladder, ooh, a couple of the hits, but not going to get it all.
Meanwhile, that recovery, very straightforward for Bayonetta to make, but he turns around for those forward airs, and that unfortunately puts him too far away to reach the ledge right afterwards, and Twan gives up that first stock.
I'm not sure if Twan was expecting him to go ahead and jump up, but unfortunately that was not the case. He's going to lose stock like you just said, and DSS finds himself a very nice lead. If he's able to go ahead and put another, I think 20%, he might be able to go ahead and take the ladder.
Right, I mean, if that's the case, he only needs about 5% more before he's in business.
And there goes the down throw into the forwarder, bat within, actually helping out Twan right there, resetting the whole situation.
Yeah, in that situation, DSS was not in the mood for going for any sort of engagement, recognizing that, you know, a single witch twist or a witch time or something could make him lose his stock. Too many variables, easier to back
off.
off.
DSS is immediately eating that back air, not putting up a show, not putting up anything. Basically telling Bayonetta, give me the stiletto.
I mean, the thing that's been happening is...
And the ladder, not taking away that stock, 65%. No, go ahead, G-Pick.
The thing that's been happening is Twan has actually not touched that back air option at all, except when it's time to close out a stock at like 130%. That's the only time that Twan actually brings it out. And I think DSS is going to catch wind of that sooner rather than later, and Twan's going to need to diversify his portfolio.
And that's going to be the stock right there off of that shuttle with DSS going up 2-0. And honestly, no, what you were saying, if he needs to establish the back air game. He needs to establish that, yo, this is an option to me. I need to go in and condition you that you're going to put up your shield unnecessarily because you're going to be afraid of this option of eating unnecessary percent.
And then you go
and when it does come,
no,
exactly. And when it comes to those late percents, it's going to take away the stock. But the fact that DSS is only expecting it at the later percent, it doesn't matter.
It's gonna really bite Twan as the set develops, because so far it's been working again because it's an option that he hasn't been exposing that much. So DSS had run into it there, but I mean in the first game it didn't even work. So I don't know how often he can really expect to fall back on it.
But nonetheless, Twan is sticking with the Bayonetta, not opting for the MK Ditto, and DSS might be able to go ahead and take advantage of this. And Bat Within coming in and helping out Twan yet again.
I mean, we say that, but like DSS doing a really good job otherwise reading all of these escape options from that string. Meanwhile, almost getting that dash attack to punish the afterburner kick, just a moment too slow. And then is this to the moon? No, not quite. DSS touches down to the ground.
No, he definitely just went to Mars right there. Luckily for DSS to go ahead and get right back. Ooh, no air dodge, no anything. Try to go for that grab attempt, but you know, which time helping out quite a bit the invincibility frames on there.
DSS just escaping from that platform situation, not looking. Once again, recognizing how much is at stake in every neutral exchange against Bayonetta. Oh, and there we go. But the Smashville platform moved. What?
And Downer taking the stock away. Downer being a ferocious move when you were able to go ahead and land that second hit. Especially near the blast zone. Twan going for yet another one, but you know, when you use Witch Time a little bit too much, the time of which your opponent is in Witch Time goes down drastically. And
the one thing that Twan is noticing that's let him caught those two Witch Times is DSS is trying really hard to punish landings on the Smashville platform. But Twan is caught wise to that, so whenever he's about to land on that platform, he's tossing out a Witch Time, catching one of those up airs for free.
I mean, additionally, right now, here in this next game, Twan is just allowing DSS to come at him and just punishing him. DSS is getting a little too overzealous, immediately going for all of these dash grabs or these dash attacks and making sure he loses. That's like the F-tilt, not going to go ahead and land. DSS definitely needed to get him back in there, but Twan wisely getting out of it.
Twan stuck on the ledge, makes his down tilt. Oh, I love the up air shield, right? Doesn't even give Twan the time to fall with that back air.
I like that DSS just immediately jumping all the way to that platform, not going to shuttle loop and giving Twan a time to choke. Go ahead and Witch Time him.
DSS looking for just some sign of an opening. He has so much ground to make up. Twan knows it too. Makes his way back up to that ledge. DSS tries to call out that neutral getup with the up smash, but he's a moment too late.
Here again, the back airs again from Twan, threatening. Will most likely go ahead and take the stock, especially with all the rage that he has, and Twan still continuously posting them out, but the Witch Time gonna get punished by the up smash.
That being said, a whole fresh Bayonetta stock for DSS to have to go through if he wants to win this set 3-0 against Twan.
But I think this puts DSS in a better position to go ahead and possibly take away this game, and as I say that, gonna get caught by the ladder.
I mean, in the timeline where he finds that dash attack and starts his own ladder, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like that wasn't wrong analysis just because it didn't play out that way.
I mean, it had all the makings of being nice, but unfortunately that wasn't the case.
Hey, Bayo is nice too. What? Okay. I knew it wasn't a worry. I know DSS doesn't have a worry, but he does have a Donkey Kong. And more importantly, his Donkey Kong's for folks that like shielding a little too much. And the fact that you've had 2 whole games to go up against a Meta Knight.
And DSS busting out the DK.
He's putting on the tie.
I like this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to put on the tie and go to work.
Yeah. But yeah, he's put on that tie. He's going to work because the previous 2 games, Twan's been fighting a Meta Knight. He's been fighting a Meta Knight looking for attacks, looking for dash attacks, looking for ladders. Now
you need to look for the grab. Exactly.
Yeah, the script is flipping. Now your shield means you're going to die.
And DSS already going for a lot of these pivot grabs so far in their early going, sitting on 6%. And what I do like about DK is the fact that his hands literally are disjoints and swords on their own. Going for the up smash. Wow, gonna get caught right away. Do it again? No.
Not quite gonna all come together though. Twan looking for some way in on this monkey, doesn't find it, instead finds himself sitting at 67%.
Oh, DSS going for the giant punch right there. I would have liked to see the side B instead to try to possibly break his shield, but this actually might be to go ahead and be the stock. Yes, it was, sitting at 77%. DSS only at 6.
There's no need to scare someone off of shielding when they're at ding-dong percent. So that way,
smash, 15, but the bat within coming in yet again. The double up B, not going to take away the stock though.
Oh, and eating a solid donkey punch, 47%.
After that double up B, it wasn't even enough. The giant punch itself even up the percent.
Yeah.
DSS is going for it yet again. I think that was the 9-wine. See if we can get an early stock.
It's not going to quite find it though. Backs off, finds himself an up air into an up air, charging him a few more wines of that punch. He's looking really hard for this ding-dong, and he finds it, and that's going to be it for Twan.
Yep. And DSS winning this at 3-1.
Yep, moving on to loser semis. Sure to be an electric roller coaster. Of course, we won't be going there quite yet. Twan ending his own run at 5th place, tying along with Trevon's. Not anything too shabby, knowing how scary these Pappy's events can be. And then there were just 4 people, right? There's Teb and Louis Money in winners, and we have DSS and Shaky in losers.